Hey guys, welcome to our new series called Spicy Chronicles, where we're taking the anonymous stories that you sent us and we're putting into a YouTube series. So we hope that you like it this way better than our lives, because we all know that live is kind of dead now. To the right of me, I have
Ashley, aka Adrienne.
And then, you know, the hostess with the mostest. My name is Courtney Shaw. And this episode is going to be about recording yourself on camera. So all the stories that we have today is going to be about people who sent us stories about the time that they've recorded themselves. But before we do that, let's get into our game, This or That. If you guys don't know what This or That is, you can play it with two people, you can play it with two or more. But basically, it's giving you this or that sexual scenarios, and the person who is saying the card, you have to guess what scenario they would choose. If you're wrong, you have to drink. If you're right, they have to drink. So Ash, are you ready to play?
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. What do you think I prefer? To cheat on my boo or rob a bank?
Cheat on your boo.
No, I actually rob a bank, because if I can get away with it and be stacked, baby, where we going? What's the next vacation?
I'm thinking you're going to jail.
No, I ain't going
You're
to
going
jail.
to jail now.
If I'm robbing a bank, I'm not going to jail. Period. Ain't happening.
I won't even risk it. Sorry, baby.
I'm risking it all.
I'm sorry, baby. You're going to have to rob the bank, but I'm cheating on you. It's going to be worth it.
I'll make it. Wicked.
All right, let's see. Ooh, I got a Keep It Spicy card. Tell us about the Keep It Spicy card.
All right, so the Keep It Spicy card is a card that you can actually make up your own scenario. So, do you have one in mind?
Let's see. Would you rather hook up with a girl that an ex of yours cheated on you with, or hook up with a guy that you fucked once before and it was bad sex?
Well, the girls that my previous guys had cheated on me with, they look good. So, baby, come down. Let's have a talk. Let's sex it up, baby.
Never insecure over here, okay?
Never. All right, we'll do one more. Do you think I'd rather have sex in 32 degree weather or sex in 100 degree weather?
32 degree weather.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
I'll drink. Because one thing I'm not going to do is fuck when it's really hot.
Because a nigga's sweat dropping in my mouth is just not happening.
Absolutely not. You can spit in my mouth, but your sweat can't go in my mouth. How about that?
Salty.
Stinky.
Okay. Would I rather catch my parents having sex or get caught by my parents?
I think you rather have sex. Get caught. No, I think you rather you catch your parents have sex.
Totally.
Because I know you nasty. And I know, like, if they catch you in a compromising position, they're never gonna look at you the same.
Nasty but classy.
Imagine Ash. All you see is Ash, asshole. Mom and dad. Mom, dad walk in.
Finger in the butt.
Mom and dad be like, Ashley.
They're like, you know what? We expect nothing less.
Your parents are nice, because I can't even. Ooh.
I don't think they would want to be in that kind of position, but I remember they're like, we know how you are. We know how we are. So I'm curious.
All right, guys. So that was This or That. You can buy This or That on our website at www.thespicystudios.com. Also on our Instagram, if you go to our link, you can buy it as well. It's a fun game, a great way to get drunk with someone you want to get to know a little bit better.
Definitely.
Sexually. With that being said,
let's get into the stories.
Yes.
We got amateur porn stars. Have you ever made a porn?
I've made several porns. I've made several porns.
Oh my God.
And I like the way I look on camera. What is it when you talked about this? You were like, it's something about the camera coming on, or the light on the camera make you suck dick better.
But see, I feel like I get more nervous. It's not the camera. The flash makes me nervous, but the camera itself, it makes me want to put on a little show.
So you suck dick better when the camera's on?
I'm gonna do a little bit more because when I'm looking back, I'm like, damn, you was a whack bitch.
You ever look at one of your boys and be like, damn, bitch, you was not doing it? I wasn't doing nothing, baby.
I wasn't doing shit. Mouth mad dry.
He's saying like, I was like, damn. Because niggas be lying too.
Niggas lie.
They lie when they nut too. But they don't want it no more. So these people sent in their stories about the time they recorded themselves having sex. So we're going to start with this one. This one's called Sweet Holy Honey. All right. So before I start, every recording I ever done was consensual.
Good.
Now, I had this one girl who I knew for years that came down from Connecticut. We finally smashed after years of flirting back and forth. Had to get that initial part out of the way and say we already smashed. So, they already smashed. Now she's coming to New York.
Just pulling up.
Period. Now on to session number 2. I told her before that from the initial fuck, I wanted to record a little something, and she would be fine with it, and she was. A few months went by, and she came back down from round number 2, and I knew it was going to be a movie, so I prepared myself. I took a full slurp of some honey. Fellas, if you know what that is, thumbs up.
What's up with these niggas and this honey shit?
I think you're too young for honey.
Where's your motherfucking stamina, niggas?
Right. I think we're just a little too young to be dabbling the ED, unless you really suffer from it.
Yes, no ED shaming because a lot of men have it, but why so many of y'all have it at this young age? What are y'all doing?
I don't think they have it. I think they just want to they think sex is supposed to last hours and hours and hours. And I'm like, baby, this is not money long. Give me 30 minutes tops. Yours, mine, no, none of that. Give me 15 minutes.
That's it.
If you want to add foreplay, that adds maybe 30 to 40 minutes. That's cool. But the actual sexual part, I just need 15 minutes.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, and I was fucking prepared to straight Hulk mode that pussy. We ended up drinking. Now, liquor with honey is a deadly fucking combination. She takes the lead and starts giving me head.
Ooh.
She took one big slurp and I stopped her to start recording. She was giving me that sloppy fucking toppy, just making that shit wet and deep throating the fuck out of my dick.
Freaky bitch.
Thanks to the honey, she was giving me head for 10 minutes straight before I even nutted, and I recorded her swallowing that mouthful.
Are you a...
Oh, I swallow, baby.
Me too.
I'm a swallower.
I'm not a spitter.
No.
I'm not letting nothing sit on my tongue.
Right. Oh, have you ever
That's it.
Have you ever gave someone head, swallowed a little bit, and then spit it back in their mouth?
No. I'm afraid they're gonna try to beat me over that.
I think you gotta talk to your partner about it first.
True.
Because baby,
that can't happen on the first fuck though. Unless we talk about it.
Okay,
before.
I'm like
for sure.
I'm like, cause it happened to me on the first fuck.
You got a story?
I do got a story.
All right. We're gonna have to hear that.
We're gonna hear that afterwards. But once again, I took a full sleeve of honey, so my dick is still rock solid, and she keeps sucking my soul out of my body. Now I'm like this. I pull my shorts off I pulled my shorts off of her because she was wearing my shorts, and her pussy was already dripping wet. Now I'm no porn maker, but I was getting all types of angles with my phone. I got a pussy dripping angle as I slid my dick in and got all the juices squeezing out.
Okay.
Now I'm straight mashing her pussy, and it was nothing but cream filling covering my dick. As I'm fucking her, I'm catching all of the grunts and moans all in the video. She's cursing under her breath and shivering as she kept coming over and over. I haven't got the second nut yet, so I'm still getting deep in her guts. Her slim bubble butt ass looked hella good on video with her back dimples, and now I'm going harder and deeper. 15 minutes go by and she asked me, the fuck when am I gonna come? She didn't know I took the honey.
She's stressed.
And
how do you feel about that though? Do you feel like that's something that should be revealed if someone takes something?
Yes, so I know what I'm up against.
Right. Let me take a water break.
Right. Don't do that to me.
Ice my pussy up.
let it take a break or two.
Right. Oh my god.
I don't think that was fair. Anyway.
I don't think so either.
What y'all think? Comment below. I'm still recording the whole fucking session all in 4K, and I'm just mashing her pussy. Every time she came, I got it on video as I seen the pussy just pulsate around my dick. I hit her with the thumb in the ass, and her face just said, Oh my God. And she started fucking back, bouncing that ass as I pulled her braided hair. Finally, I felt the sensation. In the back of my head, I heard the Mortal Kombat cry, "Finish her." I pulled out and nutted on her face as she tried to catch it in her mouth, as she went on to full suck mode. Still hard. Went for round 3 to finish the night. I had an hour worth of video from that fuck session.
Wow.
That's a lot.
If you sent this story, do you have a link to the video?
Can we see the video? With both of y'all consent, of course.
What's a good
That
story?
was a good story. Okay, now y'all know in the lives we always ask, what do you think their zodiac signs are?
Let's start our very first episode by me saying I never know what these people's zodiac signs are.
Yes, that's very key.
I'm going to say, because he's devious, I would say that maybe he's either a Leo or a Cancer.
Okay.
And she, freaky gal, let's say she is a Taurus.
Okay. Well, you actually got one of them right. So he is a Leo.
Okay.
And she was a Pisces.
Okay. Yeah, them niggas be devious. Because why would you take the honey knowing that she was gonna...
Right. She had no idea.
Right. She's trying to figure out what you doing. She's
Now
doing something wrong.
Right. So now she's self-guessing, like, damn, maybe I'm not fucking him right. Maybe I'm not, like, maybe he don't find me attractive. Maybe this just
Maybe
for him.
maybe the pussy loose. Like,
anything. You in your head. 'Cause now you
Right.
can't come. And this the whole time this nigga took a honey.
devious Leo.
Oh, boy. Let me make sense.
I would get the story, though.
Yes. Let's rate the story from 1 to 5 chili peppers. 1 being mild and 5 being very, very, very spicy.
Because of the storytelling and the visual, I definitely give it like a 4.5.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on that
Yeah.
one. It made me imagine.
When he said the bubble butt, I was like,
Ooh, bubble butt.
her butt just got big, the
butt.
dimples in her back.
Right, she got,
Ooh.
right? I'm like, you
I like that.
imagine it?
Mhm. I like that.
I like that. Let's go on to story number 2. This one is called Molly Made a Porno.
It's about a white girl?
Well, we about to find out now. It was the first night I tried Molly.
Well, there goes.
there it goes.
There goes.
Ash, you ever tried Molly, ma'am?
No,
Do you want to try it?
I don't know. I'm scared.
Why?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a weed girl, and I don't even smoke weed like that because I'm one of those bitches that get paranoid. I start thinking about my life and shit like that. Now it's time to clean. I'm not.
Now it's time to clean.
I'm scared. I'm gonna do Molly and I'm gonna lose it. I'm either gonna talk too much. I'm gonna wild out. Like I'm gonna jump off the walls. I just don't want nothing to happen to me.
So I will say you probably are going to talk a lot because whatever is just in your head is just going to come out.
Oh no, too many things in my head. I don't need people to know what's my thoughts.
But I will say the sex
Bomb.
It's really good on Molly.
Okay, so we'll have to be with like
Someone that you're really comfortable with. Stay in the
that
house
already
and do
knows
it.
my thoughts.
Right. Already stay in the house, chill out, don't go out with it. You know, that's next level. Next level's going out with it, and then that's even fun. That's fun too. But it's gonna go.
I'm not ready for all that.
Okay. So it was her first time trying Molly. The guy I was hooking up with at the time had been trying to convince me to try it because of how it makes you feel, and the sex is bomb when you're on it, like I was saying. My scaredy cat ass, you, was like, but what if I die? You, but what if I die? But did you die?
Listen, my mom got one child. I ain't finding out.
Needless to say, I tried it and he wasn't lying. Since I was a bit nervous about taking it, I asked him if we could do it in the crib, which he agreed. Okay, yeah. This all of I just like suggested to Ashley, this is what's happening.
Okay, she lived to tell the tale.
Fast forward, I am rolling and child, let me tell you, everything felt amazing. The blanket on his bed, the taste of his dick, the touch of my own skin, everything. Now this was the man, wait, hold on. Now this man was the epitome of my type. Tall, dark, chocolate, athlete's built, and just commanded every room he walked into. Oh, and big dick. Can't forget about that.
We're gonna stop. I wrote it like that so you can say it right.
Oh. Wait,
Because I know that word be fucking your ass up. I literally wrote it like that.
Epitome.
I like epitome. Epitome.
Epitome. Oh.
I still said it. Yo, I put the dash thought she said pito meat. She's like, no.
It's Karen. So if you guys don't hear that third voice, that is Karen in the background. No, Karen, no. That's fine. This is what Spicy Chronicles is all about.
This will be bloopers. Don't worry.
Right, and I think we can keep it.
We could.
I want to keep this. Let's keep this in there. That's funny. Okay. Which basically means I was at the whims of anything this man would ask me. So after I'm getting adjusted to the Molly and literally comfortable in my own skin, because who needs clothes when you're rolling? He asked me what I think about recording us. Unbeknownst to him, it wasn't the first time I've been recorded, and it wouldn't be my last. The difference this time, though, was that I felt empowered and sexy as hell that night. Like, you want to learn to love your body right? Pop a Molly, put on your favorite sexy song, and stare yourself in the mirror. Tell me you don't see anything but a goddess looking back at you.
What's your sexy song?
Oh, sexy song. Ooh. It's probably, oh my God, what's that song with Jeremiah and Lil Wayne? Oh my God. Early in the morning, trying to think I like you. Oh, fuck you all the time.
I can fuck you all the time.
I can fuck you. All right, what's yours?
It's always gonna be Beyonce for me.
Okay, but
It's always gonna be Beyonce for me.
But which song?
Well, I mean, like she said, put get in the mirror and all that. I'm thinking it's always gonna be Dance for You.
Uh-huh.
Remember last time we talked about this?
Partition?
Boom, 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 boom. Jump around, let the partition play. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Always.
Sexy song.
Sexy songs. So I tell him yes, and he sets up his laptop with the camera staring straight at the bed. While he's doing that, I begin to please myself.
Ooh.
Starting with my neck, then my breast, then down to my pussy, feeling the pulsating tingles and vibrations with every touch.
Mm-hmm.
I play with my clit and begin to moan, softly. And at first, and then got louder and louder until he joins me on the bed. He starts kissing me on my neck, my favorite spot. What's your favorite spot?
It has to be like my neck, my back.
So the back is something I just like kind of discovered. Is like,
Yeah.
I really like my back kiss.
I love my back kiss. That shit makes me feel like.
He starts kissing me on my neck, her favorite spot, and as I'm fingering myself and he finds his way down my body, I moan loudly at this point, and my whole body is tingling before we reach penetration. He puts his big, beautiful dick inside me, and it feels like utter ecstasy, pun intended. We start with missionary, my favorite starting position, and my pussy is soaking. Every stroke feels like he's hitting the top of my tummy, and my body is craving more and more. He then proceeds to flip me over and hit it doggy style, and I finally get to really look the camera and serve the best amateur porno face possible.
Go off, bitch.
Period. But I couldn't keep the concentration for too long because between his big dick and my small pussy, I'm trying hard to not collapse my back and my knees. So instead, I put my hands up against the wall to hold my balance as he's fucking me harder, deeper, and faster.
Bro.
I tell him to spank me while he strokes. He obliged. I tell him to choke me as he's fucking me. He obliged. I don't want to come yet, so I tell him to suck. So I want to suck his dick. He pulls out, lays down on the bed, and I go to town on his dick. Molly basically makes you forget about any kind of gag reflex, and then the in and out motion of your mouth, plus the moaning, literally feels like vibrations. So I was excited to gargle all of him in my mouth. I hit that man with the Guac Guac 3000. Guac Guac. Every time I see guac guac, I have to make that sound effect. I have to go guac guac.
The way I almost spit all of this across the room.
She goes, sucking on that dick, one hand stroking and the other jiggling the balls. That dick was mine, and he wasn't about to forget it. After some time, I hopped on his dick and began to ride him. Now the trick to get this best motion is to be on your feet and then crouch down instead of on your knees. You get a better range of motion, and after you've done slow riding, he can bounce you up and down with ease, because basically you're dropping down and getting your ego on the dick.
Drop down to get your ego longer. Down and get your ego longer.
Actually, I was just dancing to that song this weekend.
Me too.
And
why is that song playing so much?
The knees were working though.
My knees be giving. My knees be playing peekaboo.
Not Denise giving peekaboo.
Peekaboo.
And what seems like hours of fucking, we both finally came up and rolled up some weed to keep the Molly high going for a little longer.
Damn.
My body is in orgasmic shock. My legs are uncontrollably shaking. My body is tingling from head to toe, and I'm sensitive to the touch. We finally began to come down and eventually fall asleep. Camera probably still on since I think we both forgot it was there. Needless to say, the Molly plus the homemade porno was a night to remember. Now I'm sure you're wondering if I ever did watch it. The answer is no, but after all these years, he still is.
I hope he is.
I hope he is. And he's like, damn, that's a time to remember.
Well, if he or she sees that episode, this episode right here,
Thank you.
send it our way.
Thank you. With consent, of course. All right, Ash. Can you guess your zodiac signs? And then what are you rating your story from 1 to 5 chili peppers?
Well, let me get the rating first because, I will have to give that also a 4.5. Because very detailed. I seen it for her. I felt it a little. I had a little tingle. There's signs. I feel like because she was a little scared. Maybe like a Virgo.
Okay.
Scared freak. Him, Aquarius.
Okay. Once again, you're right about one. She is a Virgo.
Okay.
And he is a Capricorn.
Okay, I totally forgot about that. I be forgetting about Capricorn.
I feel like my best sex has been with Capricorns.
I don't think I've ever had sex with a Capricorn.
I had sex with 2 Capricorns, and they've both been really fucking good.
That's like Christmas
into the new year, the middle of January.
Yeah, no.
Y'all find y'all a Capricorn and have sex with them. If y'all out there sliding their DMs for that, all Capricorns calling all Capricorns.
I'm single.
Period. Poo. All right, so now we're going to the third story. This one is called "It's the Details for Me."
It better be detailed.
Me and my ex made several recordings, but this one time takes the cake. One thing I can say about my ex, he made me into a bona fide freak, 7 days a week, wet ass pussy.
Make that pull out game quick.
Sorry.
Amen.
You just wouldn't know unless you had the chance to get in bed with me, and for most men that was very slim.
Okay, girl.
Anyway, we were in one of our freak nasty moments. I'm talking about sloppy top, wop, spit, swapping sex. He all of a sudden stops and says, I want to record this. I was with it. He set up his phone, made sure the angle was right, and as he was setting it up, he told me to open my legs wide and play with my pussy. He said if I didn't do it, he was going to spank me.
Ooh.
I replied, yes, daddy.
I would have liked to have been spanked anyways.
Right. Just spank me regardless.
The fuck?
I replied, yes, daddy, and he began to rub on my clit, nice and slow. I was moaning and inserting my fingers in and out of my hole. He was just standing there, beating his meat, commanding me how he wanted to see me play with my pussy. He took the phone off the dresser and zoomed in on the action. He told me to hold his phone because he wants me to record him devouring my pussy. He pinned my legs back where my knees were near my face and exposed my throbbing clit. He started licking on it fast and spitting on it and softly sucking on it. I couldn't even hold the camera straight for a while because it felt amazing.
She was trembling.
He started to finger me and lick on it. I knew right then he wanted me to squirt and catch it on camera.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Fingers with head or no fingers?
Fingers with head.
Finger me.
What is the lost art of fingering?
I don't know. Put your fingers in my pussy.
Did men forget how to do that?
I think they think when you're wet, it just means, oh, she's ready.
No.
I'm wet. I'm not ready.
Please put the fingers in me.
Finger me.
2.
Preferably.
Yes. No more than that.
I won't go so far.
Right.
No, I won't go so far to say no more than that.
Right.
I like, do what you want.
Oh, wait, how many fingers would you like? What does that mean?
I always say
When Karen has a whole foot, it's like
start with one. Start with one, and then let's see where it goes.
Oh God.
I have a strange fantasy. We can talk about it another time.
Oh my God, now I really want to hear this fantasy. Okay, here we go. He started licking on it fast and spitting on it and softly sucking on it. I couldn't even hold the camera straight for a while because it felt amazing. He started to finger me and lick on it. I knew right then he wanted me to squirt and catch it on camera. Just an FYI, I'm not a distant squirter, but you can see some action when I do. I felt it about to come, and he took the camera away from me and waited for me to squirt, and I did. All I kept hearing was, yeah, let me see it. Let daddy see it on camera. Oh, shit. Mm-hmm. I suddenly stopped and saw my juices on his phone. Oops. After wiping his phone down, he was like, you know what daddy wants? And that usually translated to head. He always knows when he records me giving him head, I always outdo myself. It's something about the light on the back of the phone that gets me going. There I was slurping and spitting and sucking on his girthy dick, choking on it until I couldn't breathe. He had his hand wrapped tight around my ponytail while thrusting it in my face. He asked me where did I want him to come. I told him right on my face.
I never had that before.
On your face? Give yourself a little facial.
I mean, it has to be, yeah, I don't know. I'd like it, but I just never had it before.
Can I hear like a warm hug?
A hug to the face?
Not coming on my face. It's like a warm hug.
I'm scared it's gonna I'm gonna have an Easter moment, nigga, like not in my eye, and then it's gonna ruin the whole moment.
No.
I want to see it happening, so I'm gonna be
like. So she goes splat. All his potential on my eye. Ooh, potential.
You got potential.
All his potential on my eyebrows and on my forehead. After cleaning my face off, waiting 15 minutes, he tells me to go on all fours, as he does POV. He tells me to throw it back on his dick, which I agreed. He's grunting, making all these noises, and says that I'm creaming crazy. He takes his dick out and tells me to lick the cream off of it. I do. He puts me back in doggy style position and tells me to keep bouncing on it. We get a great rhythm. I start playing with my clit because I knew in this position he comes faster and I want my nut before he gets his. The combo of his balls slapping my pussy and me rubbing my clit, I come crazy. He soon comes in me and collapses on top of me. The phone ended up hitting me in the back of my head as he collapsed.
Dope.
Imagine. Oh my God, that's such a great. A week later, we watched our little porn together while fucking again.
As she iced the knot on the back of her head.
Knot on the back of her head. Oh, baby, that was so good.
My head still hurt.
Oh, I remember that time. All right, Ash, what are we rating the stories, and can you guess their zodiac sign?
That was a good story. I enjoyed it. I mean, I could even do a couple more details. I'm going to give them a 4.5 as well.
Okay.
That was really good. Yeah.
Good stories so far.
Y'all was filming and fucking okay. It really is the details for me.
Okay. All right. Zodiac signs?
Here we go. I'm going to say another Leo situation and a Gemini.
Wrong. She was a Cancer and he was a Sagittarius.
Oh, we love a good terrorist.
Don't.
The thing about Sagittarius, like, they are terrorists, but the sex be good.
It do be good.
The sex be good.
Just don't expect them to stay faithful to you. do not expect faithfulness from a Sagittarius. Sorry, they don't like to be held down for nobody and nothing.
Oh, no. I'm still waiting. The jury's still out on that one.
Ooh, child. Okay, we are on our last story of today. This one's called Amateurs at Its Best. My girl and I wanted to make some money off of amateur porn, and we got some video equipment to make it happen.
Okay.
I want to say we spent a calm $1,500, but the return would be crazy. Mind you, this is back in April during the quarantine. So we're talking about quarantine time, where people were just watching porn.
People were just OnlyFansing.
What? And just watching porn because it's boring.
Honestly, I don't think I did.
You didn't watch any porn?
Not really.
I did. It wasn't a whole lot, but I was watching porn. So what else can I do? Well, I'm not having sex out here. I really didn't have sex during the pandemic.
Me neither.
Anyway, for weeks, we were playing with camera setup and decided that someone was going to need to shoot it for us. One of our videographer friends came through. We told him about the project, and he was nervous at first, but told him if this blows up, we will get him a 25% cut.
That's a lot of money.
Okay. It was the day to make our amateur porn. Me and my girl slipped on some cute lingerie. She had on white. I had on black. Both was crotchless because we like to trip sometimes.
These is lesbians?
It's lesbians.
We love lesbians.
Lesbian porn. We love lesbian porn.
We love lesbian porn.
My girl has bigger boobs than I do. I started to lick and suck on them while fingering her.
Love titties.
She was moaning uncontrollably. I then made my way down her pussy and flipped my body around so she can lick my pussy. So 69ing it. Our friend was getting all the shots of this. One time I felt the lens close to my face, but it made me act up even more. Sticking my tongue in and out of it, spreading her lips wide so the camera could see how pretty her pussy was. I'd never come in this position, but I finished my girl off. I took out our two-way dildo and we grabbed each other's arms and started fucking the dildo.
Wow.
Both of us screaming and moaning. I looked over to the side of me and our friend had the ultimate hard on, but you could tell he was trying to conceal it.
Respectful.
After coming on the dildo, we both put it in our mouth and started to lick our cum off. We then take turns using the dildo on each other and I took out nipple clamps because my girl loves them. I love nipple clamps.
I've never had nipple clamps.
I love nipple clamps because I love the stimulation in my nipples. Bite on them.
I think nipple clamps would be good for me because the sensation is not there like it used to be.
You probably need something to spark it up again.
Took off my piercings, it just,
I know. After I took out my piercings too, like the sensation's gone.
Yeah, it's not hitting the way it used to. So I definitely need
But
some
for some
clamps.
people, it enhances it. I took the dildo away and I started to fuck her with my pussy. I put her legs straight up in the air and started to rub my clit on hers. Then intertwine our legs and we started to fuck each other. I can tell our friend was getting horny because the way he was trying not to show that he was hard was funny as fuck.
Yeah, how could he not?
After having an intense orgasm and saying cut, our friend rushed to the bathroom. A few minutes later, he came out and said, "Yo, I'm wet watching y'all." Not I'm wet.
His dick was drooling.
Drooling dick. We all started laughing. 2 weeks later, we saw the finished product. It was beautiful. But when we tried to post it on Pornhub, both the original file and the copy was corrupt. We were in the process of trying to make another one. This platform will be the first one to know when we finally post it on Pornhub.
Still waiting.
Still waiting.
Send the link.
Right, this story has been out for a minute. Like, I need that link. Like, if you guys see this, please send me the link.
Send the link. Just put it on Twitter. You know Twitter got the tripping.
We love Twitter porn. Sometimes Twitter porn is better than like the actual porn website.
But sometimes Twitter get a little, they be ODing with the porn. Like, don't even like that shit. Just bookmark it, please.
Just bookmark. Please don't like it because I don't want it all on my timeline. Just
bookmark it.
Bookmark it. That's the best way to do it. Anyway, Ash, rating the story 1 to 5 chili peppers.
5.
We love lesbians.
We like lesbian
We
porn
love
over
lesbians.
here. Titties, coochie, and all that.
Mm-hmm. Tripping and all of that.
5.
Two-way dildos and all that.
Scissoring. 5.
Okay.
Titties. 5.
Cameraman. 5. All right. Zodiac signs. She did give all 3, which I wasn't expecting, but I mean the cameraman didn't.
I'm gonna say he is an Aries.
Okay. The cameraman?
You know yes.
Okay.
Let me just make my life easier. They're all Aries.
Okay, we know you're wrong. So the girl telling the story is an Aquarius. Her partner is a Leo, and the cameraman is a Libra. But you can't really make out from that story like who's what and what's who.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
So like, fair enough. All right, guys, that was our last story of this episode. If you like what you saw, please comment, share, like this video.
And if you have a story that you like to tell, like,
send it in.
Send it in. We have topics, but send it in.
Right.
We might find a place for it.
Right. Like you can send it to thespicystudios@gmail.com. You could, send it from an anonymous email address. It's fine. We'll take the story and we'll add it on here. So before we close out, I do want to let you guys know that we are giving sexual advice. Please, a disclaimer, we're not sexual therapists. This is not a professional opinion. So whatever you decide to do with our advice, that's on you. But you can, it's on our Instagram link as well if you want to, you're in some type of dilemma and you want to,
just hear a word.
Right. We got you. All right. And with that being said, I'm going to let Ash go.
It was nice being here. It was nice talking about these sexy stories.
And I'm your host, Courtney Schaub. And always remember to keep it spicy.